It's not often that someone comes along who's a true friend and a good writer. Wilbur the pig, talking about Charlotte the spider and Charlotte's Web, the classic by E.B. White. I was very excited when I learned that today is National Pig Day. National Pig Day was started in Texas. In fact, it was started by Reverend McKinley's art teacher, Ellen Stanley. Now it is an international holiday to honor the uniqueness of the pig. I've always been drawn to pigs. Perhaps it is their innate intelligence made obvious to me at a young age when I read Charlotte's Web. Perhaps this is one of the reasons that it was so easy for me to move to a plant-based diet last fall, which I did for health reasons. This means they only eat plants and cut out all animal products. My partner, Barbara, and I have been moving toward a plant-based diet for several years prior to this because of compassion for the animals and concerns for our own now and future health. So, when I started seeing an acupuncturist, and she emailed me a link to a YouTube video of a physician talking about how a low-protein, plant-based diet is the best way to avoid kidney stones, I was right there. The universe must have heard me, because the minute I gave up dairy, the muse descended in the form of a talking dairy cow. For 2.5 months, I wrote, almost without stopping, a novel titled Cinnamon, A Dairy Cow's Path and Her Farmers to Freedom. And while I am still in the revising mode, this is the fastest I ever wrote the first draft of a novel. The larger arc of this pro-cow, pro-farmer novel is about the possibility of change. Call it quantum physics or magic, everything around me seemed to line up for the writing. We have been visiting the cows, the pigs, the sheep, and their offspring, the lambs, at Saul Agricultural High School on nearby Henry Avenue for several years. I never anticipated, however, that I would be writing a novel with a talking dairy cow as a narrator. The other narrator is a female dairy farmer. The farmer and the cow, who she named Cinnamon, become friends, which leads to a happy ending, something that is happening all over the world. The writing of this novel was very intense. I knew that the dairy cows didn't have an easy time of it, to say the least. But I learned so much that I went through a period of consciousness raising. In spiritual terms, I began to see the bigness of the farm animals reflected back to me. I could especially see this in their eyes. I did write a novel, meaning it is fiction, but to loosely interpret it means I made things up. But my farm narrator, like me, has health issues that lead her to a plant-based diet. Also, like me, she is lucky enough to have a partner who loves to cook for her. Like me, she starts to get better. And in the meantime, she becomes more connected to the farm animals. Like others who went to a plant-based diet, I became more compassionate, and that compassion extends to the animals, to myself, and to the world. I was delighted to learn the Unitarian Universalist Association has an animal ministry. You may have seen the ad in UU World with a plate at the top with twigs for eyes and a turned down piece of bacon under that, making a frowning face. A quote on the ad reads, "The United Nations says a global shift to a plant-based diet is crucial to save the planet and to feed the growing population." The website quotes a prominent Buddhist teacher Thich Nhat Hanh, who has said making the transition to a plant-based diet may be the most effective way an individual can stop climate change. This quote from Thich Nhat Hanh bears repeating. Making the transition to a plant-based diet may be the most effective way an individual can stop climate change. As my acupuncturist says, by moving to a plant-based diet, you're improving your health, helping the animals and the planet as well. It seems like a no-brainer. I would agree. We have plenty of prominent activists who espouse plant-based diets. These include noted activist Greta Thunberg and actor-activist Leonardo DiCaprio. And we have the actor Joaquin Phoenix, who in his acceptance speech at the Academy Awards talked about how we have descended into an egocentric worldview and about the fact that everything is connected, including human rights, animal rights, and the future of the planet. If you're interested in learning more, I recommend Plant-Based News, which has videos on YouTube. Many of them featuring noted cardiologist Dr. Neil Barnard. In my novel, the dairy farmer feels very, very guilty that she sold her pig, who at the time was the size of a small adult human. She sold the pig to pay taxes on the land, which has been in her family for generations. Eventually, when she figures out that she can do things differently by creating a farm animal sanctuary on her land where her animals can live out their natural lives, she adopts a new pig and names him Willer. Like any writer, I did my research. Pigs and their lineages can be very complex. But here's some interesting and fun facts that I learned about pigs. Farm animal pigs are direct descendants of wild boars, which to understand can be very dangerous. A boar is an uncastrated male domestic pig, but a boar can also mean a wild pig of any gender. Pigs are known to be very intelligent. They are considered the 5th most intelligent animal in the world. Some say they're even more intelligent than dogs.
People.
So in this season of Lent, whether you identify as a Christian or not, consider being kind to your arteries as well as to pigs by giving them pig products for a while and see how you feel. In doing so, you might reflect on the 7th Unitarian Universalist principle, respect for the interdependent web of all existence, of which we are a part. Namaste.